Imagine a company working on life-changing treatments for serious health conditions where current solutions just aren't good enough. Now imagine they're doing it with a unique twist, combining proven pharmaceuticals with medical cannabis formulations. That's exactly what Incannex Healthcare is doing. And today, we're breaking down their business model, their latest big news around their drug IXHL 42X, and what this could mean for IXHL stock investors in the short and long term. Segment 1, Company Overview. Incannex Healthcare trades on the Nasdaq under ticker IXHL. It's an Australia-based clinical stage pharmaceutical company, meaning they don't yet have approved commercial products, but they have a deep pipeline of drugs in development. The company's strategy is unique. They focus on fixed-dose combination medicines. This means they take two existing compounds, often one is a cannabinoid and the other is a standard pharmaceutical, and combine them into a single new treatment, targeting conditions where standard care is limited or ineffective. Incannex is targeting multiple high-value therapeutic areas, such as sleep apnea, rheumatoid arthritis, inflammation, mental health disorders. One of their biggest focuses, and the reason for their recent stock buzz, is their drug candidate IXHL 42X. Segment 2, the lead candidate, IXHL 42X. IXHL 42X is being developed for obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA, a serious sleep disorder that affects tens of millions of people worldwide. Current main treatments for OSA, like CPAP machines, can be uncomfortable, inconvenient, and have low compliance rates. That leaves a huge unmet medical need. IXHL 42X combines two active ingredients, dronabinol, a synthetic cannabinoid, acetazolamide, a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. The idea is to address both the airway obstruction and the sleep regulation aspects of OSA in one pill. Segment TRES. Latest news. Positive phase those results. Recently, Incannex released positive phase 2 clinical trial results for IXHL 42X. Here's what the results showed. Primary endpoint met. Significant reduction in apnea. Hypopnea index, AHI. A key measure of OSA severity. Secondary endpoints improved. Oxygen saturation during sleep, reduced snoring events, and better sleep quality. The drug was well tolerated with minimal adverse effects. These results are important because it validates the fixed-dose combination approach for OSA. It positions Incannex to move towards phase 3 trials, which are typically the final step before applying for FDA approval. If successful, this drug could be first in class, the only FDA-approved oral medicine for OSA. Segment 4, Other Pipeline Projects. While IXHL 42X is grabbing headlines, Incannex has multiple other projects in the pipeline. IXHL 675A combines CBD with hydroxychloroquine for inflammatory diseases like rheumatoid arthritis. IXHL 216A for traumatic brain injury and concussion symptoms. Psychedelic therapy programs targeting depression and PTSD in collaboration with academic institutions. This diversification means the company isn't betting everything on just one drug, but make no mistake, IXHL 42X is their current crown jewel. Segment 5, Financial Position. Being a clinical stage biotech, Incannex currently generates no revenue, so cash management is key. As of their last filings, they had around tens of millions in cash reserves. Exact figure from latest report. They are actively funding R&D and trials, meaning cash burn is ongoing. Like most biotechs, they may need to raise capital via equity offerings in the future, which could dilute existing shareholders. Segment 6, Stock Performance. Market Reaction. After the Phase 2 news, 9HL shares saw increased trading volume and short-term price movement. However, investors need to remember, biotech stocks often move sharply on trial results, both up and down. Phase 3 trials are more expensive, more complex, and take longer. The stock is still high risk, high reward, typical for pre-commercial biotech plays. Segment 7, Risks to consider. Some key risks for 9HL include clinical risk. Even with good Phase 2 data, Phase 3 could fail. Regulatory risk. FDA or other agencies may not approve the drug. Financial risk. Potential dilution from future capital raises. Competitive risk. If another company develops a competing oral OSA drug market share could be impacted. Segment 8 long-term potential. Now here's the bullish case. OSA is a multi-billion-dollar market with a massive patient base. Being first to market with an oral therapy could make IXHL 42X a blockbuster drug. The rest of their pipeline adds optionality, meaning multiple shots on goal. Partnerships or licensing deals with bigger pharma companies could accelerate commercialization, closing investor takeaway. In summary, 9HL is a speculative biotech with a unique approach, a promising lead candidate in IXHL 42X, and recent clinical success that could pave the way for major growth. But, and this is important, it's not for the faint of heart. Investors should treat it as a high-risk, high-reward position. Size it accordingly, and keep an eye on trial progress and cash runway updates.